Hello everyone, and welcome to today's session on enhancing critical thinking feedback loops. In this lesson, we will explore how feedback plays a crucial role in fostering both personal and professional growth. We'll also discuss practical strategies that businesses can implement to encourage honest employee feedback, which is essential for success. So, let's explore how we can foster a culture of open and honest feedback in the workplace. In the workplace, you may miss out on new ideas that might boost creative and critical thinking chances without honest employee input. Or you may be unable to alter how you manage staff, causing your best employees to quit. While constructive criticism might be tough to hear, it is necessary if your company is to develop and scale. Your task will make staff feel comfortable enough to provide you with comments. In particular, employee feedback is essential for personal, professional, and company growth. It not only contributes to individual development, but also helps companies adapt, improve, and create a better work environment. Remember that honest feedback is key to long-term success. But how can you acquire the most honest feedback from your staff that will truly help your business soar? Let's dive into some effective strategies. Now that we understand the importance of employee feedback, let's look at 9 practical ways to gather honest feedback from your team. These methods will help you create an environment where employees feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, concerns, and suggestions. These include introducing an open-door policy, regular performance catch-ups, schedule casual one-on-one sessions, team meetings to gather employee feedback, ask the right questions, provide anonymous employee feedback options, survey your employees, be more open, honest, and authentic. And the last is follow-up. The first method is to introduce an open-door policy. This means fostering an approachable environment where employees feel comfortable sharing their concerns, suggestions, or ideas with you. To make this work, you need to actively encourage your team to share their thoughts and show appreciation for their constructive comments, value their advice, and consider implementing their ideas. When employees come to see you, it's important to respond honestly and thoughtfully. This builds trust and shows that you value their input. Next, we have regular performance catch-ups. Instead of limiting feedback to annual reviews, businesses should encourage frequent reviews between managers and employees. Regular discussions build trust and transparency, allowing employees to voice concerns without fear. Ensure that you document these evaluations and standardize the process to maintain consistency. This way, employees won't fear censure and will be more likely to share their true thoughts. Sometimes, employees may feel more comfortable sharing their feedback in a private setting. That's why scheduling casual one-on-one sessions can be incredibly beneficial. The key here is to create a comfortable atmosphere where they feel safe to speak openly, even if what they have to say is something you might not want to hear. Remember, it all starts with your behavior. Team meetings also provide a valuable opportunity for collecting feedback. Some employees find it empowering to discuss and contribute in a group environment when they believe they have the support of their co-workers. To make the most of these meetings, it's a good idea to brief participants ahead of time so they come prepared with their feedback. This ensures that the discussion is productive and that everyone has a chance to contribute. Now, let's talk about asking the right questions. If you want detailed and meaningful feedback, you need to ask open-ended questions. For example, try asking things like, how would you assess my leadership style? Can I enhance the way I interact with you and the rest of the team? Has my lack of communication hampered your capacity to accomplish your job? Or, what would you alter if you were in my shoes, and why? These types of questions encourage employees to share their thoughts more freely and provide you with actionable insights. Remember that you should not give simple yes or no answers. Sometimes, employees may hesitate to share feedback openly, especially if it's critical. That's where anonymous feedback options come in. You can consider using a feedback app that allows them to email you anonymous comments directly from their phone. Therefore, employee replies can be collected anonymously using tools such as Pulse and others. On the same hand, having a conventional suggestion box has its advantages in that it allows everyone to submit their comments privately. This ensures that you notice the input and show your staff acting on their comments and complaints. Furthermore, remember that employees will get disengaged if nothing is done with the input. Another effective way to gather feedback is through employee surveys. While exit interviews have their uses, you can utilize employee surveys regularly to gather rich and meaningful feedback from your employees on what they think of you, both the good and the bad. Moreover, online survey tools such as SurveyMonkey feature standard surveys that you can use to measure employee engagement and assess your strengths and weaknesses. You might add these questions to your employee engagement survey to reduce the number of surveys you send to employees over a year. Conducting a survey can help you identify what do your employees like and don't like about your management style, areas where you need to improve or make changes, and things you do or don't do that frustrate your staff. While surveys are helpful, they don't always capture the full picture. That's why it's important to be more open, honest, and authentic in your one-on-one interactions. Throughout this process, you should ensure that you discuss the good, bad, and ugly about your abilities with your staff. If you are honest and real about yourself, it will make them feel more relaxed, and, as a result, they will respond more honestly. In addition, be modest and show your employees that you're human, too. This humility can break down barriers between managers and staff, making employees feel more comfortable sharing their honest feedback. Finally, follow-up is critical. Collecting feedback is just the first step. What you do with that feedback is what really matters. When an employee takes the time to express their thoughts on a topic, they will see how you respond to their input. Whether it's implementing changes or simply acknowledging their input, following up shows that you value their contributions and are committed to continuous improvement. Now, let's focus on critical and creative thinking. When collecting feedback on this topic, consider asking questions like, are there enough opportunities for team members to hone their critical and creative thinking skills? If they say no, what other opportunities would they suggest? If so, are there any other improvements they would want to see made to the present processes? What more assistance do they require from the organization? These questions help gather targeted feedback that can drive meaningful change. Once feedback is collected, the next step is analysis and action. The team members' input will be both favorable and unfavorable, and the comments you receive will be both positive and negative. Start by categorizing the feedback based on the emotions of the employees. This assists you in determining two things: which steps you should continue to do and which should be handled as soon as feasible. Remember, the goal is to use this feedback to drive positive change within your organization. In conclusion, we've explored why employee feedback is essential and discussed several strategies for gathering honest input. From open-door policies to anonymous feedback tools, businesses have numerous ways to create a culture of open communication and continuous improvement. By implementing these strategies, organizations can not only enhance critical thinking, but also create a more engaged and motivated workforce. Thank you for joining today's session. I hope you find these insights useful in your professional journey.